into Europe for the first time for round 3 of the Motogp World Championships. The world famous Jerez circuit in southern Spain. Fans from all over Europe flock to Jerez for this opening round of the European season and round 3 of the championship.
The track itself is a real challenge for the riders and the technicians. It's flowing and it's very, very tricky. No long straight for the riders to rest on. Real physical challenge for them. 4.5 kilometres, 2.74 miles as well. The first time the riders come to Europe, the big challenge awaits them here in Jerez.
No rain for qualifying and for the start of the race. Lorenzo in pole, alongside him Danny Pedrosa and Casey Stoner. Valentino Rossi, Randy De Punier, Loris Capirossi on that second row. We're underway. Looks like a good start by Pedrosa.
Very good start from Danny Pedrosa. He goes into the first corner. He's going to take the whole shot, and he does. He leads Stoner as well up into second position. So Lorenzo just drops back from the start there. And it's Pedrosa. Those lightning starts become a trademark of his now. And it's a good start in front of his home fans.
Valentino Rossi in 4th place, and Randy De Punier, Colin Edwards, Loris Capirossi. Stoner putting pressure now on Danny Pedrosa. They look on at Ducati. Disappointment for them, of course, in Japan after winning that opening round in Qatar.
On board now with Lorenzo. Started on pole position in the early stage of this race. Just had to succumb to Pedrosa and Stoner, but he won't worry too much. He might a bit more now as Rossi goes through on him.
They're at it again. Already we've seen from the opening 2 rounds these 2 Yamaha teammates will fight it out on the track. This time it's Rossi in front of Lorenzo.
This track always seems to throw up good racing, and already got a good battle going on between the 2 Fiat Yamaha rivals. Randy De Punier's had a good start, just tucked in behind Jorge Lorenzo. The fans stand to their feet. That's because they're watching Danny Pedrosa leading the race.
Cracking race. This is Colin Edwards, Loris Capirossi behind him. Of course, Marco Melandri, Loris Capirossi up the inside of Colin Edwards. Great move by the veteran.
Capirossi's seen watching on, his wife Ingrid as well. So he makes his way through the order now and up into 7th spot. Good start from Capirossi. Edwards relegated back a position. At the front, Pedrosa leading, Stoner in second, but he's under pressure from Valentino Rossi and he can't quite keep tabs on Pedrosa. I think Rossi can see Pedrosa getting away here.
Yeah, Danny Pedrosa loves to ride a race at the front. Rossi knows that, gets up the inside of Casey Stoner. Rossi up into 2nd place, chasing his first Grand Prix victory of the season. The crowd love Rossi, but they're urging on Pedrosa at the front.
He loves that corner as well, doesn't he, Valentino Rossi? The final corner on the circuit, but now Stoner comes right back at him. Wow, he's not going to take it lying down, is he, the Ducati rider? And goes straight back in front of Valentino Rossi at turn 1. Graziano Rossi watches his son as he does battle with the Australian on track.
This will really suit Danny Pedrosa at the front, as long as these 2 scrap it out. Pedrosa may be able to escape at the front. Still 20.5 laps to go. Here comes Rossi again into the final turn, into that start and finish straight. This is Rossi back at front, but it's Stoner that took him up at turn 1 last time round. Can he do it again?
He will try and get the slipstream out here. The Aussie, they both push hard into the final corner, but there's no way for him to squeeze through this time. Rossi closes the door. Saw what happened on the last lap, and this time make sure. Just look at the legs flailing as they go into that final corner. It just shows how hard they're pushing.
We now ride with Danny Pedrosa. He knows the world champion is coming. Can he keep that gap constant? Will he be closed down? But he's such a good rider at the front, but he's coming under pressure. Here comes Rossi as we ride with Pedrosa. 10 laps to go.
All the time he's trying to pile the pressure onto Pedrosa. They come through into the stadium section now. Is he going to do it in front of the hordes of Spanish fans? He is. Rossi goes through. They love Pedrosa here. They love Rossi as well, though. You have to say he's still popular in these parts, although they have top Spanish riders, and Rossi claims the lead from Pedrosa. Now, the big question, does Pedrosa have the fight in him to attack Rossi back?
It's a replay at the Angel Nieto corner, packed a hillside away to their left, full of Spanish fans. If he's going to overtake, that's the place to do it. And I think the question has been answered. Rossi is getting away at the front. Pedrosa doesn't seem to have the firepower to fight back.
Still suffering with those injuries. Anything on the podium is a great deal. And just in the meantime, just watching Lorenzo's times, he is closing down. Look at that, nearly half a second on Stoner in that last lap, and Stoner is struggling to match the pace at the front, just like in Japan. Oh, but Lorenzo goes down.
He's okay, but he could be out of the race. He's going to try and get back and pick some points up. The World Championship leader thrashes out in front of his home crowd here in Jerez.
He was trying to close down, pushing so hard. In fact, Stoner's lap times had improved, but Lorenzo pushing far too hard, and down he goes. That's almost as though Stoner just egged him into that one, and down he goes and out of the race. So we will have a new championship leader, and it will be Valentino Rossi.
Rossi into the final turn, the checkered flag beckons the doctor. Valentino Rossi wins his first Grand Prix of the season. Round 3 here at Jerez in Spain.
With that, he will take over in the championship. Pedrosa in second. What a result that is, considering his injuries. And delight for Stoner. What a wheelie he pulled coming down the home straight. He's obviously very happy to have held off the Lorenzo challenge and forced him into a crash.
46 rules here and now. Remember that all those years ago when he popped into the loo? He's done it again. He's celebrating the 10th anniversary of the loo on the slowing down lap.
Yet another victory for Valentino Rossi. Congratulations to him, Danny Pedrosa and Casey Stoner alongside him on the podium. Big gap back to the rest, and Randy de Punier, great ride from him with a 4th on board the LCR Honda.
So Rossi's first win of the season, and he's top of the pile after 3 rounds.